I don't know about you, but today seems like a good day to set some hooks. Maybe a little breezy again, but nothing compared to yesterday's freaking 35-mile-an-hour winds. That was terrible. That's what it is, though. You gotta find a way. Beautiful spring day. Let's go fishing. Not exactly the target species we wanted this morning, but that's a good start nonetheless. We'll take it. Actually, what we're doing is we're looking for some crappies. We had overnight lows that stayed in the 50s last night. I think it was like 50, 51. Water temperature's kind of holding at that 56, 57 right now. With the bright sun, it should warm up real quick, and we're waiting for these crappies, these bigger females, to now push up. So that's our target today. Whether that plays out or not, I don't know. But nonetheless, a bobber down is a bobber down, and we'll take that beauty to start the morning. Love how you can make these long, stealthy casts to get to these spookish fish that are uptight. I'm telling you, these floats are money. Oh, first pike of the day. It's bound to happen when you're fishing these weed lines. She thinks she's big. Nice little eater there, but not quite what we're after. What we're doing is we're just casting parallel to these incoming weed lines, kind of zigzagging out of them, and some of the weed lines come up to 3-4 foot, some of them are at 5-6 foot, and then as we get further to the end of this cove, back into the main lake basin, it's about 8 to 10. So I anticipate them being somewhere along this line here. We're just going to keep working it. Just doing that twitch, twitch, pause method with the slip floats. There's that familiar wind again. Darn it. Just want one full calm day. Back in action here. I actually retied and had another pike break me off. There's a fish, almost got him in, and I missed him with the net, and he snapped off again. So back in business now, though. Oh, nice fish. This one's got some kind of weird markings. I'll show you here. Up top where his humps would be. I don't know if something took a swipe at him, maybe one of those pike. Can you see that? Nice fish though. Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna come across when you're fishing these weeds, man. Everything is on them, like I said. Find them green weeds. And it's a multi-species slam fest usually. So we're gonna run across pike and bass. It is what it is. It's actually getting pretty warm out today. Might have to lose this fleece here pretty quick. Of course, we'll get back out to the main basin and the wind will be whipping and it'll be chilly again. There is all kind of fish popping up close. I figured that was going to happen once that sun came out. Started warming things back up. It's almost like now you work that float and you work the bait 2 or 3 feet past that weed line and you don't get hit. We're in about 5 feet of water right now. I've got that slip float set at 3 foot, but I might actually here cinch it up a little higher and start working these super shallow reed edges. So let's try that real quick here and get up close and personal with them. They're popping those reeds right now. Usually you can tell when they're actively feeding when you're working these up against these reeds, because they'll actually come up and smoke these bobbers as well as the bait. So we haven't seen that yet. Really, it's only been a fish here, a fish there, but they're in here. Just sucking it up right now, I guess. There we go. I just had to set the hook over the camera. Old PC Fun Carbon X is getting a workout this morning. These drag rippers. Another gill. Another solid gill. And look what he came up with. Green weeds. See that? Green weeds. They are a magnet to all fish species in the spring, like this. Kind of in between the spawn and ice out. You find green weeds, you're gonna find fish. I know most of you know that, but if you didn't, now you do. Nice fish. Fish is staying down. Oh, it's a toter. It's a real light colored pretty fish too. Look at that pine plate. See the light colors on it? A lot of times you'll see that these are the fish that are just now moving up out of the colder water, colder, deeper water. They'll have that tint to them. Just a beautiful fish. Seems like the majority of the fish we're catching now are no longer on the weed line like they were early this morning. They're up where the sun's hitting the shallowest spots. We had to adjust our slip bobber even higher. We're about maybe 1.5 feet below the surface is all. And believe it or not, that may get shorter as the day progresses. And that water continues to warm and these fish really push up. Be fishing some skinny water here really soon. I tell you, that's more like it. I think we missed that fish twice. That is a big, big bluegill right there, folks. Big old North Wisco pie plate. Anywhere you go, really. We grow them big in these parts, and that is a good one. I missed that fish twice. He tore my tail off. We went right back after him in the same spot and got him. Got him. One more look at that beauty. What a gorgeous, gorgeous fish, man. I am here for that all day, every day. Pulled up to a new spot. It's got a little bit of brush in 3 foot of water. We're gonna fish around it. About another 5-6 degree boost in water temps, and we're gonna be able to switch up the program if we want to and go to plastics or hair jigs. As soon as that bite gets a little more aggressive, that'll be something fun and different. I love fishing these slip floats, but it's fun to change it up and get them on different things too. We make some killer crappie baits at IJO Plastics. Slab hammer, probably my favorite. Got some new tubes out too that we'll be testing. Little paddle tails. And it's not that it's anything different that's already out there, but some of the colors and scents that we use is a little different. Kevin Clancy, the guy who pours our plastic, he does a phenomenal job of getting any color you want right. Anything you can dream of, he can do and has done. Thought for sure we'd pick one up around this brush, but so far nothing doing. Does not feel very big. I've had bait on that feels heavier than this. Told you we film them all. Even the dead time we film. It's just the reality. Any show you see that's out there, this is the reality. Anybody who just shows big fish time after time is full you know what, but we'll just keep that between us. Wink, wink. this one's very big either. He's just had me wrapped up in some weeds. A lot of people ask me too, you know, plastics seem to hold up a lot better for them than the gulp does as far as how many fish you can get on them. I would say that's true, 100% true. But that scent is worth going through a few more baits to lock up hook sets, in my opinion. You probably get about 10 fish per piece of gulp for the most part, you know, unless of course a pike gets a hold of it or a bass or something. But I'd say 10 panfish easily. There's always meat you can re-sift through and get that bait to stay put. Oh, there was just a really big surface break over here. Got a little piece of birch tree laying in the water. See what's up there. Nice gill. That one was in trouble because he showed himself. Now I'm not saying that's the exact same fish that surfaced, but I put it right where he was, and boom, bobber down. Nice bluegill right there. I love those giant ear tabs. I don't know why, I like them. I like the way they look. Let's go right back to that well. See if there's another one laying up on that tree. Not really a tree, it's just a broken off, pretty sizable piece of birch limb. You guys notice, especially up here in the North Woods, that out of all the fall downs, maples, pines are good too, spruce, but it seems like the majority of the fallen birch really hold a lot of fish, more fish than the other fall downs. I don't know why that is, maybe because of the way their branches come out. Like I said, there's been some big pines in the water, and we've sat and had stellar days not even having to move off of big fallen pine trees, but birch for sure. Yeah, there was another one on there. I don't think this one's as big. Nope. Perfect eater though. I know a lot of guys that would put those in their live well, including myself when I'm keeping fish. That is a perfect fillet right there. Indeed. Let's keep swinging. I let that one off the hook. Literally off the hook. Gotta get a second chance on him. I don't know if you guys can hear all this on camera, but wildlife galore. All the sounds, all the birds. We got loons going off in the background. I'll tell you why we're moving here. I could sure use a Bloody Mary. There's been a little bit more dead time than I would have liked today, but we're still getting them. A Bloody Mary just sounds good right now, especially with these Wisco meats, beer flavored snack sticks. These are new this year from Wisco Meats out of Coleman, Wisconsin. We like to support local, and they're a big sponsor of us, so we like to give back to them. They've got a great product. Their jerky is definitely a staple in our boat. Our clients love it. Definitely a staple in our ice shacks as well. They can't get enough of it. Barbecue, peppered, the maple, probably my favorites. My wife loves the peppered. I prefer the barbecue, but that's besides the point. But they make a great snack stick, and they've got a new flavor coming out, mango habanero. We actually collaborated with them on that, so I can't wait to get that in my hands and do a taste test for you. We give a bunch of this stuff away throughout the year, so you'll be able to get your hands on it. And since I don't have a Bloody, I know a lot of my fellow anglers are big energy drink peeps. But have you ever tried this Huel? This is a very, very healthy protein and vitamin infused energy drink. It comes in 3 different flavors: watermelon, pineapple, blue raz. I would say watermelon's my personal favorite, followed by the blue raz and then the pineapple. Pineapple is a little, I don't know, redundant for me because I mix a lot of my cocktails with pineapple juice. Just being honest. But yeah, it's infused with 27 vitamins as well. It's only 35 calories. You don't get that sugar crash that you get after drinking a Monster or a Red Bull. So give it a shot. It's healthy stuff. It's not terribly expensive either. This is a good fish. He's staying down. Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, that was a good fight. Wow. That's a biscuit right there. Solid fish. We're on them now, folks. Took us till about 4 o'clock, but we got on the mother load now. Both crappies and gills. Beautiful, beautiful toadfish here. That is a biscuit and a half. Stick him on the board real quick. And that is a 10-inch fish, folks. Just a shy over 10. Beautiful, beautiful bluegill right there. Get him back. All right. Well, we've got time for maybe another half hour before we got to get back and take care of the animals. The wife is gone. Her flight left about noon this afternoon, yeah. Headed to Texas to see her family, so I'm in charge of all the pets and all the birds and all the wildlife around the house. So I'm gonna stick it out for another half hour, go take care of the animals and get some grub. Thanks for tuning in. Not even gonna lie, I had to go back into a little bit of a sissy mode here and put my fleece back on. Working our way back out of the bay here into the main lake basin, and it's breezy. When that sun's not out, it's nippy. Shorten back up here for a minute and get in tight to these reeds. tell you, I'm not getting them up in the reeds any longer, and I'm not getting bit on the weed edges. Have not seen much activity up there either, as far as them surfacing and popping bugs. That hasn't happened in the last, I don't know, a good 20 minutes. Could have to do with the cloud cover that's moved in. It was sunny. Now it's playing peekaboo behind the clouds, and it's predominantly cloudy with a few peaks of sun, but I have not turned the graph on and looked at the water temperature to see if it might have steadied out, or it's just not getting to where we thought it might be today. But they may have pushed back out already and are inhabiting some of that mid-depth structure. I think that's what we're gonna do next, is make a little move and go a little deeper. There's some deeper structure. Not a whole lot deeper. I'm talking 8 to 10 feet as opposed to 3 to 5. So yeah, let's go try that. Right, we scooted out here. About 9 feet of water with some brush that comes out and extends out quite a ways. See if they're hanging on the edge of this stuff. Bit right away. There we go. Not a giant by any means, but still a good eater fish. I think what happened was the cloud cover. I mean, it was acting like it was going to be a warm day, but it's pretty chilly. I think these fish that were active shallow this morning when it was calm and sunny have pushed out just a little bit, and they're hanging on these deeper edges. So I'm going to stay put here for a minute and see what happens. There we go. That's the right flavor. Nice crappie. Like I said, we're marking fish, but that wind switched, so I spun the boat around and I'm hitting this mid-depth structure at a different angle. And as soon as I did that, I got that small gill, and now this decent-sized crappie. That would eat all day, huh? This pile of wood is actually from that exact storm we were just talking about, and they cut it off at the shore but left the rest of it out in the water. It's in about 13 feet of water. The branches come up to about 10 foot, so we're about a foot above those branches right now. Working our slip floats. have to find a place to get out of this wind. It's pretty steady now. Before we were just getting a few gusts, but I think we're finally at that sustained 20 to 25. I mean, these floats are still allowing me to fish in this wind. It's just a matter of preference. It's been blowing on us all spring. Kind of getting old, but we want to get out and fish, so got to deal with it. Another little dude, little 10-incher. He's got his tucks on for you. And we're getting them. It's just not fast and furious yet. Keep working the back side of this wood here. I think I just caught more bait. Water skiing across the top of the water. Nice try, buddy. Curious, what is your favorite go-to 1000 series spinning reel? I was a Fluger President guy for the longest time, and then they went and changed the design, and I'm not a huge fan of the new design, so I switched over to these PC funds, and they're a lot of fun to fish. They're super light. It's barely any weight back here in the wrist area, which allows me to feel that bite better. Super smooth drag. But I'm curious, you know, I'm not opposed to going out and trying in different things. So if you've got a suggestion for a good, 1000 series open water spinning reel, put it in the comments below. I might just check it out. feels like a little better fish, I think. Not really, just another good. It's probably a 10 1/4, maybe 10 1/2. Nothing wrong with that fish right there. Been experimenting too with different colors of the fish fry today. I've been changing back and forth between the chartreuse, the white, and the orange. Caught fish on all of them, but something about this orange, it's an angry color, because it gets probably 10 times more bites than the other colors right now, this time of year. And I've noticed that pattern for the last, I don't know, since I've been using the Gulp, which is pretty much since the very, very early 2000s. The white, though, I don't know if any of you ever tried the white fish fry for ice fishing, for crappies and gills. It's a good color. Put that white on a high-vis orange or a high-vis chartreuse or pink tungsten jig with like a number 4 tungsten or a 4mm tungsten with a number 10 hook. It's pretty money, pretty solid. Especially early and late in the year. Moving that slip knot so I can get a little bit closer to the top of that wood. It's about a foot above, and I want to be about 6 inches above it now, because seeing a lot of up bites these last few fish, which means they're coming from below. Just make it a little easier on them. There we go. Yeah, still the same flavor that we want. It's just another eater. I don't even think that one will go 10. That's probably a 9 3/4. Good live well fish if you were keeping, but we're not doing any of that today. Finally able to get out of that wind somewhat here. Fishing a shallow bay. Get some nicer fish now. Nice big male there. That one's pushing 11, if not a little bigger. Nice tall fish. Tell you, I ran out. Rookie mistake. I ran out of the orange fish fry. So I switched to the green, the chartreuse. It's working, so that's good. But how many of you run out of a bait while you're actually fishing in the boat and you go right to your phone and order some more? That's exactly what I just did here. Nice fish. We're on a good spot here. about 6-7 foot of water with some cabbage coming up. We're fishing these little cabbage pockets and getting a nice mixed bag of crappies and bluegills. So we're gonna sit right here and fish it out here for a while. That is a nice healthy male there. That's about a 12-inch fish. Big old male. Got his tucks going. Heck yeah. Cabbage pockets are holding some fish. That's a solid one there. Let's keep swinging. That's a toter. That's a really nice gill right there. She came out of that same patch of cabbage those crappies came out of. So there's a little bit of green weeds coming up down there, but the main focus is thick cabbage coming up. It's not quite to the top yet, but I don't know, it's probably about 3 foot underneath the water and big old thick patches of it. So these fish are kind of ambushing themselves, or you know, camouflaging themselves, if you will, hiding out in that cabbage, and they're waiting for anything that comes into those pockets, and they're just chomping down on it, ambushing their prey, so to speak. Good fish. There's just no hiding from this wind. Damn. Let's give her a go here. Of course, that was a little better of a fish. Doggone it. That was probably a 12. Did have that sarcoma on him though. The good news though with that crappie sarcoma is I don't know, we started seeing it about 7 years ago or so, maybe 6 years ago, and it got really bad there. Last year we saw a little bit better, more, I would say 3 out of every 10 fish had it, whereas to before it was about half, about 5 out of every 10 had it. And this year it's lightened up a lot so far from what we've been seeing. It's maybe 1 fish for every 10 you get. So I hope that's improving. I don't know if it'll ever fully go away, but definitely noticing a lot of improvement, at least here in Polk County. Got it. It's the sacrifice you make sometimes with these long casts, is you don't get the ideal hook set, but I don't want to get too close to these fish and spook them out of there. It's your typical 10-inch eater there. Starting to get real fishy around here. I like it. Let's go. Well, I didn't find any big crappies today. It wasn't for a lack of effort. We tried shallow, which I thought today would be the day. It wasn't. A lot of small males. They got their tuxes on, so that's a good sign. But we're gonna end on this note and with something to eat. I still got grass to cut, and I gotta go hang with the wife. She's leaving me for Texas for 4 days, so I'll be a bachelor. I know I'm gonna be doing a lot of fishing, that's for sure. Got all the honeydew projects done before she even left, so I got all 4 days to play. Thanks for watching. Another tux job on that bad boy. Handsome fella. We just moved about 20 yards. Fishing the downward side of another fallen mid-depth tree. It's more like, not really a tree, I guess it's a couple of stumps down there. It's holding some fish, so stay on it for a minute here. a fish. More of the same. A lot of males. A lot of these 10 to 10 and a quarter inch tuxedo laced crappies. You know what we want? We want them big females. Don't we all? The ones with the curves. That's what we want. I don't know if y'all can hear that down the way here. Sounds like a domestic's getting ready to happen. Husband and wife hollering at each other. You'll have that sometimes when you're putting the docks and everything in. Well, I think we're gonna go check out another cove. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon now, so water's had plenty of time to heat up. forecast. I mean, maybe just one more. Alright, let's go see if we can hide from this wind. Well, it's May 13th and I finally had to cut my lawn for the first time this year. Turned out pretty good for the first cut. We had some dead spots from over the winter from where the dock was sitting and where the side-by-side and snowmobile was cutting a path down to the ice. Threw on some new blades, got her tuned up, and threw some seed down, I think the first week of May. Probably a little too early to do that because we got a couple of freezes, but I watered it, and those dead spots are kind of filling in nicely, so it's working. Looking good, looking springish again. Tried to stripe it best I could for my buddy Timmy. If you know, you know. Miss you, buddy. Think about you every time I set hook on a crappie, and for sure think about you every time I mow. Take a long time to eat. Like you always have to like make everything sure everything's perfect in its place, and then like get it all proportioned just right.
Just mixing up my salad.
Me, I just like start mauling and inhaling.
I like to mix it up so it's like equally distributed. Mm-hmm.
It's good, see?
Mm-hmm.
Muy bueno.
Flavor.
What's this creamy jalapeno dressing? Is it like healthy?
It's clean. It's that Siete brand.
What's the difference between healthy and clean?
Nothing. I just hate saying healthy. Like,
Because nothing's healthy.
yeah. Like, eating clean and like good for you and your body shouldn't be called healthy, because we should all just be eating that way anyways. We shouldn't have options of poison on the shelf to buy.
Mm-hmm. But that poison tastes pretty good at like 10 o'clock at night when I've got the munchies and I need a bowl of cereal.
Sometimes it sure can. And I suppose, I mean, you don't eat it every day, so. But I've also got you the clean version of your junk food.
I mean, it's making a difference.
Yeah. Don't you feel better?
Well, last year, going into the summer, I started to lose like a little bit of weight. I was at 205 at my heaviest. Last summer, I was about 190. And ever since, I don't know, this winter, I've been between 175 and 180. So it's making a difference for sure.
It started to flip us like last July. It's been almost been a year.
I feel like a lot of the stuff you buy, it still tastes pretty decent.
Most of the stuff does. Like,
I mean, some of the breads are pretty
yeah.
hit and miss.
Yep.
Some of it tastes like cardboard. Some of it's pretty good.
The bread, I feel like, has been the hardest thing for me. Like hamburger buns, hot dog wrap buns. Right?
Mm-hmm. Want to talk about last night's dinner?
That was good. It just wasn't the right bread.
I was promised this like chicken salad Panera style sandwich.
What you got? It's a chicken Caesar salad
Served on styrofoam buns.
It was not styrofoam buns. It was sourdough bread.
Even you didn't like it.
I ate it. I liked it. The bread was just very, it was heavy. The bread was heavy.
I feel like if you would have put it in the microwave and got it a little softer, it might not have been bad.
Maybe. It's one of the natural breads out there. We'll have to play with it. It's my first time dealing with it too bad.
Mm-hmm. I will say, however, when you're gone this weekend in Texas, I'm going to be eating like a straight up bachelor.
No, you're not. I went grocery shopping for you.
Mm-hmm. Don't matter.
Okay.
I'm doing burgers tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm doing my own fish fry on Friday.
Yeah. I got you a ribeye.
Got ribeye Saturday and hot dogs and baked beans on Friday or Sunday.
Yeah. I know, I bought it all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I picked it up at the store. I made most of it pretty clean for you. Not everything, but most of it. You hear that woodpecker?
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a jungle out here.
It's affiliated. Yep.
Been having to take our bird feeders in at night because we had a visit from Smokey the bear the other night. Got into the garbage and the bird feeders.
The garbage, I had to pick it all up, and the one bird feeder that was out. I like literally just started taking him in that like 2 days before that, right?
You're gonna have to from that here on out until the berries and stuff start growing in the woods.
I know, but like thankfully I started bringing him in when I decided to. That could have been dangerous. catastrophic.
Huh?
Can you imagine if I didn't bring any of my feeders in?
They would have been toast.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Mm.
We have terrible watchdogs, by the way. I don't know how they did not hear that.
I mean, they were in their room.
Right by the side of the house, bro.
That might not be a good thing to publicize. Our watchdogs are terrible.